What's up, y'all?
Good morning, Grant. Questions for Grant? First question is from John Corrales, Grant.
Grant, you're one of the guys that's being asked to do a lot as far as you are taking a beating by hitting KD a lot, and then you're switching over and you're asked to be quick, sliding to be in front of Kyrie. How do you kind of prepare for a game or a series knowing that 1 minute I've got to be the big and the next minute I got to be like a wing and a guard defensively?
Yeah, it's kind of my role throughout my career, honestly. Something that I've been getting used to over the past 2 years. You may go from guarding a guy like KD to Kyrie, or a guy like Joel Embiid to Tyrese Maxey, or like it's just a matter of preparation and understanding that there's a role to be done and a job to be had. So for me, it's just a matter of staying locked in on the personnel, exactly what they like to do, what makes it better for our team in terms of like sending them a certain way or doing this, that, or whatever. So for me, it's just a matter of executing whatever coach has his game plan, and then just guarding, because at the end of the day, it's kind of what I do well. I just move my feet and keep my hands back, and playoff allowed me to be a little more physical, so the fouls aren't blown as much. So it's one of those things where you just have to stay prepared and understand that you're guarding two of the best offensive players in the world right now, and just do your best to contain them.
Jose Pavone.
Hey, what's up, Grant? What's going on, man? I spoke to you briefly after the game. I just wanted you to expand on the continuity that you guys have, not necessarily just on the floor, but you talked about how you said it sort of feels like college. And I wanted you just to expand on that. Like when obviously we see guys on their feet, you know, the positivity, the turnaround, obviously winning helps with that. But if you can, like, when was the turning point in that sense that you guys really started to believe in each other? And you know, obviously the wins helped, but if you can just pinpoint exactly when that happened and how that evolved for you guys as a team.
Yeah. I don't know if I can exactly pinpoint when it was, but I know I can say that this group is really close and close-knit. The guys support one another, even when not, like, the guys who aren't playing. That's why I have to give a testament to guys like Sam, Luke, Broderick, Malik, even Aaron right now, who was a first-round 14th pick. You see these guys have our backs, the top, 7, 8 guys that have been playing. And even though they could be upset about not playing, standing on the bench and kind of wallowing in that, they're up every 5 seconds. They're up and cheering us on. They're communicative with us. If they see something, like, that's why I said it has like that college feel, in terms of like, you have the guys who technically are playing and may get the glory, but those guys deserve a lot of credit because they keep not only the locker room great, they make sure that everyone's mental is locked in before the game. They make sure if they see something to speak out about it, whether it's on the offensive or defensive end. So that's kind of how I felt in terms of like, just in terms of the feel. Like, we're able to go get dinners, we're able to play cards, hang out, we play Uno on flight every flight. Like, that stuff is just like stuff you really, really look to and really say that brings a team together in just terms of continuity, in terms of camaraderie on the court, in terms of chemistry. That's just kind of huge for me.
Abby Chin.
Hi, Grant. I have a couple, Jeff. First of all, you guys play Uno on the flight?
Yeah.
Gets pretty competitive. Or is anything else involved?
Oh, no. It's literally the first time I feel like an NBA team can say they're doing something with no money involved, right?
Yeah.
But Uno, and let's just say that Matt Ryan is the worst Uno player outside of Malik Fitts. Myself and Al are competitive, but we sit next to one another. So it's either one of us gets one that day or the other does. Same with Tice and it's Smart. So there's a couple guys, like, we play with like 7 dudes. It's like me, Tice, Smart, Al, Broderick, Malik, even D. White sometimes, Matt, goes down the line. JB, we've had a huge group before. Like, we have these like 6 decks of Uno. Like, it's pretty dope.
Nice. And then for you personally, you had another huge 3 in the second quarter last night. You've been very, very modest with us all season. I'm really curious how much work you've put into your shot and how you have done it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of repetition. For me, I've never really been a, quote, because the three-point shooter has never been not necessarily my game over my life. Like I've always been like the bully ball or like playmaker, anything else like post player in college. And then before that was more so playmaking more than shooting. So that's really what it is. Just a matter of repetition and getting those shots up and getting the looks that you see during the game. And that's kind of what I work on now. Whatever I think that the team will need, whether it's me just spot shooting, whether it's me on the movement, whether it's me like screening and rolling and making plays, like all that stuff is kind of how I view it. And I improve my individual game throughout the like on individual workouts on my own. So those are the biggest things where it's like do what the team needs and then also try and continue to improve for the next season for when they need you to expand your role a little bit.
Abby with a follow-up.
Yeah, is that something where you've just gotten more efficient with your work and then you can focus in and really dial into what you need to be doing?
Yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like even before I was very efficient in terms of work ethic. It's just a matter of, it's been what, 2-3 years now. So working on those shots this entire time. So even my rookie year, through that improvement, like I missed my first 25, but a lot of people say like, if you take those 25 threes out, I shot like 40+% or 38+%. So then the following season, I think I shot 30, 37 and a half, 38, whatever it was. Now I'm shooting what, 40 something. So it's just a matter of continuing to progress. And now teams are starting to understand they have to get me off the line. So now making the right decision after that, whether that's getting the shot myself or whether that's created for somebody else. I feel like that's something that I've really improved on throughout this year specifically.
Trey Dare.
Hey, Grant, throughout the series, it seems like there's been a little bit of a change in the attitude for Brooklyn. They're just starting to show some frustration. Like, they didn't really believe this could happen, to be down 3-0 and coming into it in a lot of circles. They were the betting favorite. So for you, what about this series, the way it's unfolded is maybe a surprise to how you got to this point?
Yeah, I don't know if there's much surprises for us. We're a team that accepts any challenge. We're a team that we're going to believe with one another no matter what happens. In regards to Brooklyn's mentality, I can't really speak on it because I don't really know much about how they're feeling, what they're thinking. But I know for us, it's just a matter of sticking together and understanding that, like we said, it was us against whoever else. No matter if the media says they're picking Brooklyn, no matter if like other people and or not, like it doesn't matter to us. We're focused on the Celtics and our franchise and hopefully progressing later on through these playoffs. So that's really been our mentality, is just sticking together and understanding that this group can compete against anyone. And that's kind of how we approach this series when we first walked in. It's how we approach the regular season at the end, where we said we're going to play whoever we play. And then that's really been our mentality ever since.
Final question, Grant, for you from John Corrales.
Grant, Ime as a defensive coach, what do you see from him? Like when he's putting the game plan together, do you have like moments of like, oh wow, I didn't think of that, or what kind of like, I guess what's your assessment of him, and has he done anything like special for the playoffs? Is he stepping up his game for the playoffs too?
Yeah, he's made a lot of great adjustments, more so on the offensive end, more so even defensively, because he prepared us for these guys. He spent a lot of time with them. So I think that's what really kind of gave us a little bit of an edge in terms of like Ime knows these guys so well. So we just had to execute exactly what he says, and it's been good and successful so far. So for us, it's just a matter of trusting him, because he's done a phenomenal job of not only being true to his mentality of toughness and true to his vocal of how he sees not only us as a team, but also how he wants to play against others. So not only with what he's been doing, and credit to him, it's a credit to the whole staff, really, because Will Hardy does a phenomenal job. Ben Sullivan, Damon Stoudemire, Joe Mazzulla, Tony Diamonds, down the line, Aaron Miles, like all those guys have prepared us one way or the other, whether it's individually for one matchup or whether it's through the entire team. So just thankful to have guys like that around.
Grant, thank you for your time. Enjoy your day, please.
Thank you.
That'll conclude it for today. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy your day.